So we're going to, is Charlie here today? I don't see her. Vanessa, I don't know if there's anything you might be able to share about where we are with the internship process. If not, we could wait till next week.
Let's wait till next week.
Sounds good. And I have some photos here of the stocking stuffers. This is after they're all stuffed. And they did some chocolate chip cookies to go. And here is your tongue twister for the morning. Say this 3 times fast, anybody? Stocking stuffers, stuffing stockings. Anyway, there they are, Joyce and Sarah. Do we have, I don't see Sarah here either. So I don't know the final numbers on that, but we did, I think, over 100 stockings, I think. Does anybody have any data they want to share on that one that they happen to know? If not, we will, again, we can give you that later, but it was a good, they got gift certificates, they got all kinds of stuff, and hopefully they were grateful or happy that people were thinking about them and giving them some support. So that was pretty darn cool, I think. And then AJ, did you want to tell us what happened here with this?
So super grateful to the club right before Christmas. I had a brief moment to share about a family who was going through a tough time. A family of 7 and the 8-year-old was diagnosed with cancer. So they were traveling up and down to San Francisco, and I asked the club for donations, and you guys definitely came through. I'm super, super grateful. I got all the kids new shoes, a couple toys, a puzzle, a tablet, and everybody got a jacket. And the mom got a nice fluffy blanket, and the dad some hardy socks. But mainly all these gifts for kids. So I'm so grateful that the club came through and supported this opportunity, and hopefully made a family amazing Christmas.
Thank you for that effort, and thank you for doing that. And I'm so glad you didn't say the mom got a robe. Anyway, so we did the first backpacks. My nieces are here, and we've been in a bubble a bit. So some pictures of us, and Mike joined us, and we packed the bags at my office. And it worked out pretty well. The space worked out, and it wasn't cold and dark and everything. So this could be a location for packing if people needed it, and if they ever wanted that, because we're there, or we could be there to do it. So, and I think, how are our signups doing? We've got people signed up for the next few weeks, I think. Yep, okay. So I'm not suggesting this is the proper meal for anyone, but it looked really good. Amanda, do you want to say anything about the meals for seniors?
Yeah, I can hop in. I put it in the chat, but we have a group. I don't know if you guys remember. I think we've been doing this for 6 months now. We have a group of us. I think there's 4 of us who I coordinate, that does a weekly senior meal delivery. So only one person. Mike is awesome and pitches in more than any of the rest of us, but it takes, I don't know, Mike, I think it takes about 30 minutes max, less if you're already in Arcata. And as we come up on tax season, Jess has been great, but we're gonna lose her a little bit because it's tax season. So we could really use a couple other people who are willing to every once a month or every other month hop in and do a quick delivery to a couple seniors from the Arcata Senior Center. So if you're interested, shoot out to me and we'll get you hooked up into our group.
And it's really easy. It doesn't take much time, especially if you are in Arcata, because you just pop over to the community center, and it takes the delivery time probably takes 15, 20 minutes total. And people are really grateful that we're bringing them their food, and it's just a nice thing to do. So it's a good lunchtime. The whole thing might take you a half hour. If you're in Arcata, good way to get out away from your, whatever you're doing for a half hour right before lunch. So thank you for that. Thank you to the, Vanessa and Jess and Mike who have been doing that and keeping that going for them. I don't know, Greg, if you, Siva's not here. I don't know if you guys talked about doing anything. The idea was that we all know we're supposed to choose Humboldt or try to choose Humboldt. And when we're buying things, try to buy local. But I've asked Siva and Greg to kind of figure out some tips on how to make that a little easier for to do. And
I haven't heard from Siva, but I can certainly talk about the Choose Humboldt because that came out of a group that I coordinate called the COVID Economic Resilience Consortium. And so there is the Choose Humboldt thing. I'm happy to, and that's being led by Humboldt Made. There's a whole group of folks, all the chambers and everybody, including us, working together. And the goal in December, November and December, was, of course, to get people to buy their gifts locally. And I'm happy to report we're seeing that that's actually people are stepping up and doing that in Humboldt County. So good holiday sales being reported. Now our goal for January, and they're just now in February, is to choose Humboldt with food. And so you'll see a lot more bar, restaurant kind of messaging coming out from all the chambers, the main streets, Humboldt Made, etc. And if you look on Humboldt Made Facebook page, there are graphics being shared there with Choose Humboldt. And they're running a contest right now where if you show a picture tag on social media, whatever you use, and use the Choose Humboldt tag, you will be entered to win a $50 gift certificate. So that's just being rolled out right now. Look in social media and elsewhere, or the Humboldt Made website for more information on that. It's humboldtmade.org, and or look at the REDEC website, whatever else, and share. That's what we're doing this grassroots. We don't have a big budget. We kicked in some money from REDEC for publicity, but what we want to do is choose Humboldt. Then we're probably going to do a choose and love Humboldt in February. The goal is to, get as much, keep as much revenue in Humboldt County as we can as we move through this pandemic. And hopefully by later in the spring, as things start to loosen up, we'll get through. And just one more thing on that topic in general, the state program for COVID relief grants first round is going to be ending January 13th. So get your applications in. That's money for businesses and nonprofits. And if you have any questions about that, the Small Business Development Center has great info, or you can send me an email. The City of Eureka is going to be launching today a grant program for businesses in Eureka as well. And those are up to $7,500. So if you know somebody or have a business in the City of Eureka, look for that. And that's all shared via the Small Business Development Center, northcoastspdc.org, and other local economic development and chambers. And we hope we can, it's up to us, right? It's up to us to keep our community going. So we hope everybody will do that.
Thank you, Greg. And I think Brandy put the information, a little information about the grant that is due on the 13th in the chat. So that's there if you're interested. I took a look at it, but it's a good opportunity for folks, I think, to apply, and hopefully we'll bring some of that money here locally. Yep. One of the things I think about when you shop online, what tends to happen is you buy things a little more impulsively and less thoughtfully, and there's a lot more waste involved with having things shipped to us. So when you're trying to reduce the amount of things you don't really need and the amount of just the amount of garbage that you produce, buying things locally is there's that advantage too, is that you tend to go, okay, I have to go and get this. And sometimes you're a little more thoughtful about what you're buying. When you're sitting at your computer clicking on things, it's really too easy to buy things that you may or may not need, or you could have gotten locally if you just taken the time. So I really think we should continue to be thoughtful about what we purchase and try to buy it locally whenever possible. So thanks for that reminder. Let's see. Now, we have a few more minutes, and I do have something I pulled off the agenda because I didn't know if we'd have time, but we do. So we're gonna go to the raffle now, and then I will do this other thing after that. So raffle time.
All right, today's raffle big prize is $90 plus $25 gift certificate to Kinetic Coffee. So let's see the winner today. It's Lisa. So good job, and let's see what you get. $5. So I'll send that to you through Venmo, and we will be at $100 next week.
Thank you, Nick. So I was thinking about COVID. I know that that's rare. A lot of us, we don't spend much time thinking about it. And I was thinking that that if you feel like I feel, you probably, it just makes you really angry and frustrated. And so I asked a friend of mine to make me a COVID piñata. And it's artistic. It's a rendition of a COVID piñata. It's sturdy as all heck, which means that you have to really hate COVID to break through this. And I thought that, and no, she will not make any more because it's way too expensive to make. But she donated this one to us because I want to raffle this off and put some of the money into our foundation. So, but the thing was, I haven't filled it yet. And of course, being the club we are, I was thinking I would fill it with the tiny little bottles of plastic alcohol. But I don't know yet. So I haven't filled it yet. But is that something people might want to raffle or not raffle, but bid on? Yeah. So Brandon and Amanda, do you guys want to lead this bid process?
Amanda, what do you say?
Yeah, sorry, my video wasn't turning on. Yeah, I could do that. We could raffle. It's been a couple months, a little rusty, but.
If you fill it with alcohol, Maggie, does that mean when we strike it with a match?
Oh, whatever floats your boat. The winner can do what the winner wants.
Is there stuff inside? Did I miss that? Is there?
Not. It will be filled. Yes, it's not yet filled, but it will be filled.
Okay. Do you want to raffle this off now, or do you want to save it for Final Friday?
I want to do it now because I want you to have it to beat it. It's really so sturdy that you're going to really probably need a real bat. But it's something that everybody could get behind.
I say when vaccines are more widely available, you bring in your little vaccine proof of card and you get a whack at it.
Yeah,
there you go.
You could take it to advanced security and you could hang it there and just let people come in and whack at it when they're ready.
Is that a bid that we're hearing?
Sounds like it's a bid, yeah.
It sounds like a bid to me.
$50.
I saw something.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed the chat.
about...
Terry's filling this with $100 worth of gift cards. So.
Yeah. So
wow.
There, you've got 100 from me, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Amanda.
It's the chat is hopping.
I was just going to say that we're moving up in the chat. We don't even have to remember how to do this.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, they know what they're doing. They're veterans here.
You guys got to get unrusty before the end of the month.
I do some warm-up exercises the night before, so. We're at 250 now. And what is this for so is it full of alcohol and gift cards now, or just gift cards?
It will have